we're built for this. Like the skills we learn as cops translate so well to this. Like it's easy. And I was like, I don't know, because I'm not really, I'm not a big salesy guy, like a traditional salesman or something. I didn't think I was or feel like I was. So, um, so I was like, all right, I'll do the classes. So I did it when I was traveling because that marketing gig that I got was Tampa based. So I had to fly down every like 6 weeks or so, and I was there for a few days and come back home. And most of it was remote, but I had to go down there sometimes. And so I said when I'm on the plane, I'll do the courses. So it took me a while, and I did it, took the test, started it, and I actually hated it. Hated it. I went into this like boutique brokerage, and it was all a bunch of salesy douchebags wanting Lamborghinis and making sales calls, and I was like, this is freaking gay, dude. I'm like, I'm not doing this. This is stupid. I was like, Chris, what's wrong with you? Did you smoke crack before you told me I should do this? You're an idiot. And so I like literally parked my license, and then a Flint cop actually got his broker license and said, just hang it with me. Like you can do whatever you want, like whatever, no pressure. So I did, and then ended up helping a cop and his soon to be wife who worked in HR at like a county department. And so that was an awesome experience. And I was like, oh, okay. Now I see what you're talking about. If you do this the right way, if you don't do it the traditional douchey sales way, and you do just treat this like you're a cop, but in this environment, this actually is fun and is relatively easy to help people. And so then I was hooked on that and wanted to get better and learn that. So we kind of each were doing that and got better. And then before you know it, I was like, well, I can never go back to policing because I'd have to take a 50% pay cut to go back. And I didn't make good money as a cop. So, um, yeah, I mean, that's kind of where it was. And then we were sitting around drinking bourbon one night. It was like, we can't be the only two idiot cops that can do this.
Right.
Like maybe we could help others do this. And then we kind of figured out a way with there's a lot of red tape sort of things we could talk about that would bore people to tears. But long story short, the 10-7 project was born in the fall of 2020. And the whole concept is that we want to help 10,000 cops, veterans, and public safety professionals change their lives, like supplement or replace their income. We've got people that have come on with us that all they want to do is 3 or 5 deals a year and say no to overtime. You know, we've got others that they just want to take their family on better vacations without stress. They don't have to kill themselves in a uniform to do it. And then we've got other folks who they're looking at retirement in the next 3 to 5 years. They're just getting a new skill and being ready so that they don't have to do a security gig. And then we've got other folks who have quadrupled their income and quit their cop job and living their best lives now, like
Damn.
so it runs the gambit of kind of like what we're doing, but we have over 200 agents now across the country, and we're growing. We're doing obviously the real estate stuff. I've added in mortgages now and handling a lot of the lending for the agents in the project, and we're setting up new programs for cops and veterans when it comes to treating them right in the home buying and the lending process. And yeah, so it's really opened up a lot for us, and it's been a huge challenge. I like even though I've been a side hustle guy, this is like business on another scale for me. So like I'm learning. It's a huge challenge, but and I love it. Like I said, I need a change and I need challenge to keep me going, to keep me interested, and this is providing that for us for sure.
Excellent. For those listening only, I've got the 107 project website up. It is 10 spelled out TEN, the number 7 project.com. So 107project.com. Make sure you guys go check that out. Especially so, Mike, if a cop is interested in doing this, let's like they're like, I've always wanted to kind of do real estate.
Mm-hmm.
Um, what should my first step be?
If you just go to 107project.com, so it's TEN, the number 7project.com, and then just like you can register there basically. And then you'll get into our launch group and you can explore. Maybe it's not a fit for you, maybe it is, but we have a launch group. We've got like 4,000 people in there, and you can ask questions because of course people think, well, of course you say this is awesome. So like, I mean, ask other people who've been doing it. Like, they're not robots. You can get in there, watch the videos, ask questions, get your, get a feel um, for whether or not you think it would be a fit. And if it is, great. If it's not, we're happy to hopefully encourage you on your journey, whatever that's going to be.
And from what I'm reading, you guys have a podcast on it as well, so they could probably sit back, listen, and hear some of the stuff you guys have to say before they ever.
Yeah, some of that stuff is still there. We don't do that podcast anymore, but I mean, the content is still there. The podcast
Ah,
content for what we did for a little under a year, just to get out some content that we wanted to have out there.
okay, very cool. Awesome, man. How is the project going?
It's great, man. It's
Yeah,
great. Yeah, we no complaints. We're growing week over week. We grow, and yeah, I'm loving it. It's a whole new level of excitement when when you can see somebody's life change in front of you. Like
yeah,
going from struggling financially to having resources. We got one guy in Alabama, man. He's in just I think he's been doing this like less than 4 years, and he's gone from uh, I think they were like 60,000 in debt on top of their house, and now he's completely debt free, including the house, and you know,
damn.
in the black, and he's still doing policing, I think. So it's like there's there's so many cool stories of people whose lives have been changed by just taking a chance on themselves, using their skills just in a different way, because
Yeah,
time for dollars, it can be a good thing. I mean, it's a big responsibility to help someone with their biggest financial asset, generally speaking. So, but we're built for that. That's exactly that skill, right? Like we're built to help people in the most biggest tense moments of their lives.
right.
Just so we're good. You know what I'm saying? Like we're okay. We can do
Yeah,
that. We don't have to. We can do it, and we can be calm about it. We can be comforting to people. We can help assure them. We got all those skills. We can talk about things that we have no business knowing about their lives. Like this is like a day in the life of a cop, and here we are. We get to do it with clients, and once you can make that shift in your head that you're like, I'm just literally doing the same job, I'm just doing it in a different vertical, a different niche or environment, then you can really unlock some success.